giving me trading places. Turn on the Moto G. Oh, my thumb hurt. I'm trying to organize my That's even nicer. But I wouldn't have been mad about putting this one right here in there.
Okay.
That's the one because it's more, you know, I want to use that one too. I think I got everything in there though. Trying to get more and more and more and more and more and more and more organized, right? Since life gets so busy. Okay, so changing some things up on the channel. So anyway, when I was watching the guy that likes to do things back in the 30s and stuff, he was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for somebody to get on here. Okay, there's nobody on here. Waiting for somebody to get on here. And I was like, that's crazy. So he be going through that too. Like, you know, with the delay. So I'm still moving some stuff around on this channel. There is your last time to love you. I'm gonna play it for a quarter and 92. So we got hard-ass fried okra that ain't fresh. I guess because it's the end of the night. And of course, I got my salmon again. Welcome in, everybody. I got my salmon again. And praise be to the Most High that it is freshly blackened and it ain't dry. Because I don't know if anybody that eats, that knows about how salmon is. You cannot have that dry, child. And my daughter didn't give me that nail piece of lemon. What you got? The yams? She got the fried fish. So it's basically my same thing I always get, y'all. Praise be to the Most High God, to God be the truth. So I'm eating dinner late. I mean, well, this is dinner lunch. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Praise be to the Most High God. That, you know, woo, we moving forward in life, right? Yes. It's, hold on. Let me see. And you got to be careful. You actually have to be very, very, very careful. Hey, Poochie. I don't be ignoring y'all. I need a little bit of lemon pepper. Ooh, these some big ass lemons. You got to be careful with salmon because it actually has bones. Tell you about my day. It was difficult getting out of bed today. The pain in my right thumb, it's been unbearable. I'm missing getting up and cook because I could be making this fresh salmon myself. Oh yeah, salmon cake sounds so good. I also want to try fried green tomatoes. Thank you, Poochie. I appreciate that love. So guys, here's what's crazy, right? So you know how the universe is like literally aligning things with our thoughts. So I'm laying in bed. My spinal cord is like got my lower half paralyzed again. I can't feel. I try to lift my body up and use, of course, my hands. And then, oh my God, the pressure right here. Anywho, something came up on a YouTube in a commercial talking about a full body MRI. Now I don't know why they don't take insurance. And a full body MRI is $2,500. So I was like, that ain't nothing. I can go on a mama daughter date and go and hook me up a quick little like 3,000. You know what I'm saying, for my health. So I was like, I showed it to my daughter, but they said no refund. So I was like, nah, something fishy about that shit. So you feel like you could do me any kind of way, and then keep my $2,500 when I'm in a desperate situation? But guess what I thought about? Definitely. You said you hope, God bless, I hope God. You not on the right channel. You hope God, baby. To God be the truth. We don't play about the Most High and Him. Okay, so everybody need to let Sidhu. That's somebody from India, right? We need to highlight, pin the comment. Don't delete it, actually. Pin it. Did you already delete it? Okay. This person named Sidup Pew 5666, pin the comment to the top. Just to show y'all how I don't be bothered by nobody ever coming in my live stream talking shit, saying nothing negative when you say stuff like that or anything else. Okay? Because I know they use bots. Oh, let me pin it. And I need this warmed up a little bit, baby. It is so damn cold. Hold on, let me pin that comment, y'all. Can I pin it? Oh, this is the thing here. Okay, pin. Okay, so now you wanted attention so bad, you at the top. Okay? You at the top. So anyway, as I was saying, y'all, I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I can't get no refund for anything that go wrong. You said you was Tyson, you said, oh, warm it up. Tyson, you said it be going fast, y'all. I was going to say I had fried chicken for dinner, and have you ever tried fried? Oh, I don't even like Oreos by themselves, Tyson, to want to fry them. And if I do get Oreos, I like the thins. Yeah, the salmon does have bones. I was just making sure I didn't miss nothing. Let's make sure that person's comment is still pinned. Yeah. Just want to make sure that they get their attention. You know what I'm saying? Baby, that's one thing you can never do is bother my confidence. Good luck with it. Hey, Barbara. You can never bother my confidence, baby. Ever. After all I've been going through. Morbidly obese, all that, baby. I just want to let you know that you can't bother my confidence. Okay? Because there's plenty of men that would love to mount all this. Okay. Plenty of men that would love the mount. All this, baby. All this. All that. All of it. I got that butter love, baby. They were what to punch me in the face. Child. Don't worry about that. Do not let people steal your joy. Or bots. I look at them as bots anyway. Thank you for the hearts, babe. Can you guys hit the like button? I don't let it bother me. I don't really get a lot of that coming in my chat anyway, so that's how you know it's trying to like, they like to try to target you. When I say they, I'm talking about the bots, whatever it is, even if it's a real person. Them be the people that are so sad. There's some very beautiful people that got very dark, wicked, ugly hearts. And there's some ugly ass people that got dark, wicked hearts. You can't tell who behind the scene because they didn't put a picture. You can come, thank you, baby. You can come onto my, go all up and through anything on this channel. And I've never hid my appearance. It sounds pretty juicy, but it don't really have that flavor kick like it normally do. It usually had that flavor kick, that black and light. But at least it ain't dry, child, because there you go. Okay, bless you too, Poochie. Enjoy the rest of your day, love. Come back anytime. That's right, Tyson. Absolutely, Kim. Absolute praise be to the Most High. Don't let folks bother me. Because here it is, 8 o'clock at night, and I'm just not eating because I had no appetite all day. None. To have a spinal cord injury, rheumatoid arthritis, what all they say I got? Rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, Sjogren's syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, fatty liver disease, all type of shit they've been telling me on my records. So, but the main thing is living here in this mold. That's the main thing that's keeping me highly inflamed and sick. Yeah, it has no flavor. You just want some? I hate when that happens because it's like I'm eating just like. I mean, it has no flavor. Remember that day I gave it to you when it was this juicy and how it was flavorful? It was like confused with something. It has no flavor. And regardless of how yummy my food is, it has to have pop and flavor. All right, we got a like sub. We got a like sub. Yay, 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 yay. Thank you, guys. But one thing about it is that I know that I ate, and this doesn't make me feel full. I don't like to be having a sedentary lifestyle, being stuck in this bed the majority of my days, throughout the day, every day. Limited mobility and eating bad too much. I gotta. Let me smell that lemon pepper, girl. I mean, it's juicy, but it has no flavor whatsoever. None. So I had to add a little lemon pepper to it with some lemon juice. Whoever the good cook is that's in Luby's nearest us, they be hooking shit up and it be real good. You know, have like this nice buttery cream sauce to it too. And I be for that. But this one is just It's just dry. No flavor. And I don't like slathering all this tartar sauce on my stuff. I like the natural flavor of my foods. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's the main protein in my damn meal, so. I miss cooking because I'd already been having me some nice fillets with some grilled asparagus, some kind of fresh salad. I want to make some fried green tomatoes. I love salads too, like layered salads. And I don't know what it is about the salmon. It's like it's attracting to my feminine hormones. Like, you know, I'm going through the perimenopause, right? So the OBGYN, she said that a woman is still considered not menopause if they still have a menstrual cycle, even sporadically. Excuse me. Ooh, that Canada Dry. And I'm about to turn 52. So, I'm going through something. I'll tell you what, guys. The most I use my life as a template for fighting through these, you know, systems and all this weird shit that I've been going through, the game stalker, cyber stalker, just playing around with my identity theft, so much stuff. It's so damn dry. I told you since I got my tonsils removed, something be happening when I swallow. The shit. What the hell did he do to me in that surgery? Because I told your uncle he got his tonsils out too, right. And he said he be going through that same thing. Right. So what had happened was, it was trying to go up. However the tubes is connected, right? It's trying to go up and through where the nose is. So that's why I was like, no, fish don't go through the nose. Or corn or whatever the hell. It's probably corn. Because it always happens when I have corn. This is salmon, baby. I'm sorry. I showed it at the beginning. Salmon. And then, of course, and they cold. Ashley brought me every damn thing cold. So, oh my God. I hope I don't sneeze and the corn come out. See? I just felt it. It's so weird. Like, what the hell? You think it is? This is the closest I get to corn that tastes like real corn and it don't be... I don't know. I love corn on the cob. That's what I'm saying. I be want to go in and cook my own stuff because I know how I want stuff to taste. If you eat good food, you can eat a lot of it, however much you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's good, it's healthy for you. When I say you can eat a lot of it, like, I love salad. So, I can see myself just like buffet salad. You know, I love me some salad. Hold on. That juice at the bottom connected with this lemon pepper. I told y'all this one been, oh yeah, it was also that lemon juice. Yeah, so I'm trying to make my own little sauce here, child. If I was in my own kitchen doing my own thing, shit. Grill me some asparagus. I still haven't tried Brussels sprouts yet. What'd I say? Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. I think that's what it's called. I had to get my tonsils removed, baby, because I kept having 414 on the clock. I kept having tonsillitis. Tonsillitis. So I got it done. Hey, Shamika. Welcome. Ooh, child, my bad. Excuse me, y'all. Welcome back. This right here, it's gonna have you burping. I think it's that damn cone. But yeah, that's why I got it out. Sushi style? So you mean like what you mean? Raw? That's sushi, right? It's raw. It's going to your ear. Lucas, are you being funny? Because that sounds like a serious condition. Get some help on that. Because if some corn trying to come through my ear, it's something is not wired right. For real. He said whenever he be eating, sometimes I feel like it's going through his ear. Did you want to make me laugh? Thank you, baby. That made me laugh. But go get that shit checked out there for real. Actually, if you don't warm up on my okra, I'm not just making an announcement because I just want to keep looking at it right there cold.
You didn't say nothing.
Did y'all hear me say that? I think I said it twice in this live so far. I'm putting it in a different bowl. I don't be trusting that styrofoam in that microwave. Believe it or not, I'm already full. This is what I be talking about. I'm already full. So whenever y'all on my live and it look like I'm stuffing my face, more than likely I've smoked. That's the only way I get an appetite. And it may seem like I'm being greedy because I haven't eaten and it's like my brain is like, oh, this tastes good, but I'm not getting satiated because I don't have a good relationship with food. And my mother was the same way. She was the same exact way. When I was with my ex-husband, he used to always ask me, was there something wrong with me? I was like, what? No, he didn't say was it. He said, it's got to be something wrong with you because how do you do that? How do you not eat? He's like, baby, it's something wrong with you. You go too long without eating. The reasons why I got rid of his ass because how the hell you don't see all I'm going through? Duh. I don't know nobody that got all these damn health problems like I got. A lot of the times it's going to hit your main brain, your second brain, which is your stomach, and you thinking I'm supposed to be just be grubbing on every damn thing. Come on, but you don't eat a lot of food, and you got the hips. I was like, even ask Quasi when he used to come over. He never seen me constantly eating. But he'll go in my refrigerator and be eating shit out my refrigerator because there's food in there. I think that's kind of like wrong, huh? Because I'm a big girl, but I don't eat like a big girl. I think that's just like contradictory. Trayvon, who ain't eating me? This is talking about food, we're not talking about sex. Trayvon, don't come in here with that bullshit. You gonna come in on the tail end of the conversation and go and talk about the whole world see me eating. Somebody always acting up. They'll come in like they trying to be on that cool tip, and then just start making like little comments and stuff, trying to get attention. Why folks be needing so much? Okay, Ashley, go ahead and take out Ethan J. Go and put him on forever timeout. Cause you done came in on the tail end of the conversation too, talking about need a salad. What I just said. Who in here still listen to me? When I said I love salads, that's what I'm saying. I'm not finna deal with that silly shit. You finna get completely blocked. Just like he said on Temptations, forever. Yeah, y'all eyes is on me. Who eyes on me? Trayvon. I already dealt with a dude named Trayvon. So don't get me talking about Trayvon. See, y'all, you already got the wrong name. You got the wrong name. You can't come in here with no T names that are Trayvon or Terrence. Cause you automatically like on the hit list just cause your name Trayvon. I know you didn't know it. But I just gotta let you know your name is Trayvon. There's a man in the history that I never talked about named Trayvon that did some fuck shit. So be nice, Trayvon. I had to tell my daughter to stop kicking every damn body out. Cause she don't be understanding people's little sick humor and shit. You know, that don't be bothering me. You see, I pinned Sadiq, whatever that was, Sadudipi. See, I pinned this comment or her comment. That's good right there. Wait a minute. See, every time that lemon pepper hit it, that juice getting out. That's what I eat it for the flavor and shit. And it's supposed to be really healthy for me with the omega 6 and 9 and 3s, 369. She ain't kick you. You still talking, ain't you? I said because your name Trayvon. I told y'all about the story about Trayvon. When he gonna talk about, you put it on me too good, I ain't leaving you alone. Silly ass had his girlfriend. Child, let me correct that. Silly ass had his wife get his phone, track him through my text messages that he still had available to be seen. I don't know the dude married and never talk about he's single. So he gonna talk about the pound cake was too good, he ain't finna leave me alone. I'm telling him, boy, bye. Anybody got time for all that? Phone wrong. Child, his phone wrong. Why was his wife? No. I said his phone wrong. I'm lying. It was my phone. She got my number. You so damn dumb. What is that supposed to mean? Yeah, that's what I be trying to look. My baby sent me the perfect meme. And when you come up in here cutting up, this is how I be like. I be like this. Okay. Alright. Okay. That's exactly how I be. And I will block you for eternity. And think nothing of you. Then when I'm all famous and stuff, you all like, you remember me? Like, no. Did I give you an autograph or something? Janae, what that 5 mean right there? Just say 5. On this side over here. I'm still trying to learn what everything means. I don't know what it means. I know it's not no money. It's next to the money. But thank you for the gift, whoever did that. I'm still trying to understand everything. Yeah, that lemon pepper go hard. Hard in the paint. That's why I be like, y'all, hold up. I gotta concentrate. I just started doing these little mukbangs so you guys can like see me talk, see how I be smacking when I eat, all that, you know. I know when a person is like extremely attractive to a lot of people. I don't say extremely because, you know, men be after me. But extremely attractive, you don't feel like they're a real person. So I smack, I chew to the side because I had a lot of molars removed from, you know, bad cavities or whatever, cracked teeth, whatever the fuck happened. They was hurting. They had to get up out my head. That's why I chew to the side like I do. That's why I smack. And I eat like that for real. And it gets on my daughter's nerves, but she ain't got used to it. She be like, Mama! I'm like, you better go on. You know, and then by her seeing how I don't be eating and everything, she just like, hold up. That tartar sauce is pretty good right there with that dry ass cornbread right there on that side. Hold on. Right here in this side, back here in the back of the tongue, right here. See, now I'm starting to enjoy my food once it get infused with the flavor. Anybody that has ever smoked, and I'm not talking about Mary Jane just for the sake of doing it. I do it for health. It's miracle hemp, CBD, the legal version that we can have here in Texas, child. Whatever the fuck. Anyway, shit, it's herbal medicine, goddammit. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Anybody that smoke, you gotta have some flavor in your food. I be needing a crunch, like popcorn, or like a Dorito. Not a corn chip, not a Frito, but a Dorito, because it got flavor. You gotta, if it's fried, it gotta have a crispiness to it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hold on. If it's any kind of pastry, like a cake or something, it gotta have like a butter gotta hit you, that butter taste, like, you know, moist. Mm-hmm. And when I chew my food, I be about textures. Like I feel the textures of the food on my tongue, so I'm big about, I think it's a Taurus thing too. I'm big on that. You know, my Venus is in Taurus, baby, so. Hold on. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. 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 That almost, that right there was so good. That almost remind me when your man all sexy and everything, and he laying back with his hands behind his head, and you kissing him on the neck and everything, you kissing him on the chest and everything. Like, that's what that kind of tasted like for a minute. But hold on. Mm-hmm. Whoever he is, he was chocolate and fine as fuck. I don't know him in real life. Just in my fantasies, but anyway. That was like right there. That would be a Taurus Venus thing. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I can't have no greedy ass dude that be like want to have like steak, mashed potatoes, and gravy and all that shit before we get it in, because then our stomachs, well, my stomach gonna be hurting. So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to have like finger foods and good stuff, healthy stuff, but tastes good. Mm-hmm. 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 I ain't fucking with that corn, y'all. So I ain't making that corn no more. Mm-mm. How long, y'all? It's just not getting good at the end. I'm telling you. That happen every time. So I be getting mad about it because I'm like, Lubies, I need y'all to infuse my salmon. Now that's the whole meal. What are you doing? What are you doing? Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hey Irene, thank you for the sub. I ain't ignoring y'all. Y'all see I'm trying to get my eat on. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm almost done. Mm-hmm. Back on my stomach. Y'all know my stomach be doing. I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'm gonna put y'all up on like a visual with this IBS stuff. It's like IBD, IBS, whatever. So y'all saw about how much I ate. Let me show you. I don't eat a lot. So this how I be knowing that I need to stop because my stomach's gonna start hurting. I wasn't eating like what, Trayvon? Guess what? When it's fixing to activate that weird pain shit, type shit going on, visualize being on a sailboat, a nice ass boat, a good one, a big one. Not too big, but small enough that you can feel what I'm about to say. So, the sailboat is your stomach. The water is what it's supposed to do with acid and do what it do and digest, right? Imagine a big ass whale just jump up. So it shocked the shit out you like, oh shit. And it go boom, deep in the water, And it kind of like make your boat go like, whoa, 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 whoa. And a big ass wave of water come over you. That's what my stomach starts to do within however long I've been eating. So however long it takes for my shit to digest, and then it's going to start hurting. So psychologically, I already know I have to stop eating. So this is crazy. So that's why I stopped my berberine, because I thought that it was my berberine, but I am about to do my turmeric and my vitamin D3. Because what I have to do is, so I'm done. I'm done because I just felt that like it scares the hell out of me. Because then after that, it's gonna start twisting and hurting and gurgling, and I have a fucking angry gut. I have an angry gut. I think that is really a syndrome, a symptom, or a condition. Because my mother had it too. But you know, the doctors call it IBS. Okay. I know people always say that, but guess what I did do? I went vegan. I don't do no red meats, no chickens. Right? The truth is, I really do not like red meat. I can go without red meat. But because of my heritage, my ancestral bloodline, I love fish. So wherever I'm from in my bloodline, in this lifetime as a black woman, I love seafood. I love fish. So I would say I was pescatarian. I could say, okay, well, I'm going to have some grilled salmon. I'm going to have some grilled, well, not salmon because I didn't know nothing about salmon back then. I knew about salmon croquette, but I didn't realize that was salmon. I didn't know no better. Anyway, let's say I'm going to have some grilled blackened catfish, asparagus, and a salad. That meal would make my stomach hurt. So you didn't hear me say bread. So that's why I said it needs to be like researched or diagnosed, or researched to a degree where it's a type of doctor like Dr. Oz. Not Dr. Oz. Hell no, not Dr. Oz. Actually, what's that doctor on the House? On that show House? Like that, where he's like, okay, so run the test of da 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 da, and be like, okay, fine, I found what it is. Okay, she's allergic to da 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 da. So that's what it was the whole time, and then it cut that out. But keep in mind, I don't want to talk about that while I'm eating, but I'm just gonna say the P word that we have to detox. The P word. Don't say it. The P word. And I know that. So I feel like that could be having something to do with it as well, because in 2014, when I was first diagnosed with these autoimmune diseases, like when it first started for me, it was in my gut. First, I was told I had gallstones. So I had to get surgery to get my gallbladder removed. And that's how I got the hernia, because the damn doctor just butchered me. And I wasn't like that before I went to surgery. He butchered me laparoscopically, and I guess weakened my stomach wall. And now I have a large hernia here, and I have one here, a hiatal one, which affects digestion as well. Anyway, what was I saying? Where was I going with that? Huh? Oh, when I was first being diagnosed? Uh-oh, that's that stalky kind of the okra. I hate that part. Because that shit would choke the hell out of you. Don't eat that. Another reason why I wish I could have my own okra, cut it. I'm going to know you don't cut the stalky one. They be cutting the hard okra and then trying to fry it. And then it be all stuck in your damn throat and hurt. Anywho, I was diagnosed with H. pylori infection. Helicobacter. So I must have got that some kind of way. The OBGYN, what? Not the OBGYN. What are they? GI doctor said that it's Western, like, you know, with Western foods, whatever. It could have came from meat, whatever. That's what she said. So that issue allegedly was supposed to be rectified. Because I started using maca root, raw honey. She was trying to keep me on this 3 antibiotic regimen. No, I wouldn't do it. It made me super sick. My body was rejecting it so bad. So I started on maca root, raw honey, manuka honey. It was something else. And I just kept taking that. Then I went for another stool sample, and they said it was eradicated. So the antibiotics didn't do anything. Anyway, but my stomach didn't seem to get better. So I was like, okay, what the hell is going on? But guys, I found out through Dr. Richie Shoemaker, who is a renowned physician and all his little, acronyms behind his name. But he studies chronic inflammatory response syndrome from mold intoxication. So, and as I kept doing deep dives and spiritually was guided, I was being shown how it can mess with your all your systems. Okay, for feminines, it can cause our hormones to be off balanced. It can definitely get in your stomach and cause it. So I was forced to live in mold for so many years. So all that shit is on the channel. I don't want to get, bogged down on my little food here, because that's why I hate to be talking about health stuff, because it all ties into all this bullshit. It be tying into all the shit that I've been going through. So if a person thinks me having these huge ass breasts, this extra huge ass that I've grown because of fluid retention, that I'm going to feel some kind of way, try again. Try again. I got my salmon right, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, y'all get y'all some loogie salmon and it be dry. Okay? Get you some lemon pepper. Put it on the top like I did. You can kind of see it. It's still on there. Get you a nice juicy ass lemon. Squirt it on there. And as that lemon starts to penetrate the flesh of the salmon, you're going to taste your lemon pepper. And it's divine. If you use their tartar sauce, you got your little dipping sauce. That's why y'all see me talking about hold on. It's good. And my daughter be getting on me because she be like, Mama, you be having like one little piece. You just keep going. So it's like she has to be like the mother of me and tell me to eat. Like, Mama, you need to eat some more. You didn't really eat anything. Because there were times when it was so bad. It was so bad that I wouldn't eat at all. I'm going to be so fucking weak, dizzy, headaches. Oh my God. Chronically fatigued. And they say it has a lot to do with that mold. I'm telling you. And then last night, it's a little dry too, so I couldn't sleep as usual with my pain. So I started looking at one of Viz Gets videos, and actually I'm gonna go put it on the community post. I don't know what video number we were inside of his video. He's a reaction channel where some lady was talking about mold and how it completely changes. And I was like, oh my God. So I'm going to go find it, guys. And hopefully, I hated that the majority of these reaction channels be pulling from TikTok, because as soon as you click something on TikTok, it's going to take over your goddamn phone. It'll be so annoying. Because you don't be knowing it's a TikTok video, and then you like all these people dancing and shit. Like, what the hell is all this? So I'm going to try to find out the lady's name and go follow her. Have my daughter go follow her. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to just have to deal with all that intrusive pop-up videos and go follow her on TikTok and see what she was talking about and where she was getting her records from and all of that. And I was like, oh my God. Because when I start studying about how it changes your brain, it affects, it's a microorganism. So of course it can. Bacteria, viruses, come on. And the good thing about that is that when I did go to sleep and this shit in the air conditioning kept blowing in my face, of course I have to just take my blanket and put it over my face. I have like one nostril out. I'll be like this. That's how I'll be sleeping. And it just gave me some sort of a like, not comfort, but I would say the word is consolation. It gave me some sort of consolation that I know I'm not making it up. And Dr. Richie Shoemaker, he went so deep into it, and he said that he's trying to get doctors that can treat patients that have been diagnosed with things like autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, Lyme disease, all these type of autoimmune diseases that can be directly diagnosed or researched, or however they're going to do it, to find out what is the cause of your body breaking down. When you have strictly been living in a very toxic mold environment for a certain amount of time, a person can have a beautiful home and not know that their house is under an invasion of mold spores and organisms and things like that, and don't know. But somebody very sensitive in the house starts being very sick and like falling out and dizzy and nosebleeds and all of that shit. And that's why I believe so much that the power of the Most High will guide you to people. Let's say it's a company, if it's an apartment complex, it's a company that can be bought to say, hey, just say that it's a small issue and we'll take care of it. Because let's say you've decided to take the landlord to court, the property management, whoever, to court. Because they knew it and they forced you to stay in it. And what do I mean by that? Because if you attempt to go apply for another apartment, and the apartment people are saying, oh, sorry, we have no vacancies, what can you do about it but to go to another place? And then that place says, sorry, we have no vacancies. And then you go to another place. And you keep still being told, sorry, we have no vacancies. What? And you're like, well, that doesn't mean anything. They just didn't have, what? It's the city of Houston. It's a big-ass city. Then, this is when you're trying to move out of the situation outright. Like, you just go apply. There's nothing government involved, right? Because we're talking about the government here, in case you ain't know that. And then, when you start writing certain people, you get attention to the degree of them saying, let's look into this. Maybe there's a righteous person that got the email that says, hey, I just got shot this email by John, and there's a tenant that lives at such and such, and they're claiming, and they had some proof. They put it in the attachment of the email. So let's get somebody out there to go check that out. That's what happened. That's what happened for me, by the way. So then they come out, and that's on my channel. All this is on my channel. It's all documented. And from that, they come out. Now, before that, they put a notice on your door. That's actually a video up right now. It's a video up right now. Old videos that was like put up on the Dropbox that was on the channel a long time ago, and I took it down. Or some videos that I didn't take out the time to edit. That's also what you're going to see popping up on this channel. So I'm going to look different. I look different all the time, so I don't know why people get used to me looking some certain kind of way and think that's not really me. Anyway, at that date of that video, they had just given me and my daughter another notice. I mean, it's another notice. It's the same complex, giving me a notice to vacate because I'm ringing the alarm about the mold, because I'm writing to certain entities via email, not knowing if I'm going to get a response or anything. So that's giving you the premise for retaliation. Okay, that's giving you the premise for retaliation of when I'm outrightly going to look at apartments that do not take any kind of a public housing or anything like that to pay rent outright. When I tell you I was blocked, me and my daughter were blocked. Okay, blocked. So, with that being said, now they put it in a position that due to this lady coming out, and I'm going to tell you who I contacted. I contacted multi-family housing something. It's like a long acronym, but I know it's multi-family something. I remember watching Dr. Candace Matthews, and she literally said the acronym outright. And from there, that's how the lady came out. So somebody must have saw it and said, hey, we need to check into this. So every single person that works for housing and urban development, Houston Housing Authority, any of these acronyms that are government mandated and finagled, affiliated, are not corrupt. But then as soon as they realize, the ones that are corrupt that's doing it, as soon as they realize that, oh shit, somebody that's not corrupt like us and a part of the gang stalking thing has gotten the message, Oh shit, John got it. John got it. Okay. Okay, so we'll just send somebody out there. Yeah, just go out and see if you can help with whatever's going on with her. We're willing to do whatever it takes. And then from that, what are you doing? How you just gonna start pulling up everything?
Oh, well, you better
Well, I'm
do
done with that, yeah. I'm done with this, yeah. Done with that, yeah. Done with this, yeah. I don't know if I've done this in here. And so my point is, before that's what prompted me to keep getting on the internet and looking for places, people that are within the government that should care about this, right? So with this being said, it happened because I was given a threatening notice by a lawyer that whoever the property management did it, this apartment complex we live in is owned by Houston Housing Authority. It's owned by Housing and Urban Development, HUD, whatever. Okay, it's owned by those two. So if it's owned by them, how is it that the property management is the only one that's operating in an energy of we're antagonizing you on purpose? No, it's somebody else. Yes, I am. So with that being said, when I keep telling y'all, when y'all keep hearing me saying I'm so sick, I'm still sick, I'm so sick because we live in mold, I'm gonna keep on saying that. And so with me contacting, I mean, I have contacted like people within the mayor. I don't remember. I have a big ass file about all this stuff. And so I'd have to look at it and say, okay, I contacted this email. This was connected to this person. I don't remember because we've been going through this for years. So with that being said, they started retaliating by saying, we just want you to vacate. So I got a notice on the door telling my notice to vacate. Keep in mind, me and my daughter are living under public housing. Public housing. This is why I call out the apartment complex, Lincoln Park Apartments. Scared of what? People need to know. If somebody would have told me anything of the such of this would be going on in my life, we would have avoided this fucking place. Like, I promise you this, I would not have purposely signed myself up for years of agonizing, gang stalking, cyber stalking, fucktard shit coming from folks behind the scenes, coward asses that think that they powerful and they can just keep finagling with your livelihood by way of, doing it from a hidden hand point of view. So the retaliation was, okay, we just gonna tell her she got to vacate, as if I was gonna get scared. So going to sleep one night, I was meditating. Next thing you know, I'm telling you, higher self directly connected with source said, get on the computer right now and type this in. Slide down, click right there. Go right there, go down there. Click that, put in a notice, give them a communication about what's going on. So I'd already had it copied and pasted as I wrote it out, and I would just, copy and paste the same complaint, concern in all these different entities that I was contacting, and it caught a hold to the right person. From there, they sent a lady out that allegedly worked for the Housing Authority. The video is on my channel. That's what I'm actually reorganizing. You guys are going to see it. I don't like that shit being at the forefront of my channel because that doesn't define me. But it's all the way at the bottom. It's all the way at the bottom. So let me just say it that way. Because I was just trying to I'm ready to move past this shit. Not even see it no fucking more on my channel. It'll still be there for other people, but it will not be showing on the front end of the channel. The home page. So if you go in, that's why I want you guys to see me more as like musical, artistic. So I'm switching shit around. But at the very bottom of the home screen is right here. This lady right here, this is the day that I'm talking about. You see she has a mask on her face. The same apartment we still in. That day, she came out. I said, well, they were talking about that they was taking me to court or whatever. And they put a notice on the door talking about that I owe all this rent, all kind of stuff. She said, oh, no. I'm here to get all the evidence, Miss Fontenot. I'm here to take care of everything for you. Yes. I work with Houston Housing Authority. You see my badge. My name is so-and-so. And this whole time she talking to me through a mask. She smells the shit in the house. So she's protecting herself. Okay? And from there, she gonna do the inspection. Okay? Because they don't really do real inspections. Okay? If you guys are following Dr. Candace Matthews and see how she's been dealing with this whole thing that the city of Houston is doing with this ordinance and everything about these apartments, and you see her going in there like, oh, look at the mold. Oh, when they come in here, they're not talking about no mold. Don't tell them about no mold. They didn't come in here looking no mold. They come in here, they gonna come in. They have men doing it the majority of the time, black men, and they come up, you know, they walk through, they come in the living room, they open up, they looking through the window, they come through there, they go into the kitchen, they open up the door where the washer dryer is supposed to be at. That's it. They go back there where the dining room at, sees a lot of boxes because the truth is we supposed to be moved. Boom. They open up the pantry door that's back there looking there. Come in my room, just come all the way right here. This is my bed. Come all the way here and go look through that window again. Open up my closet though. Go into that bathroom. It's mold all up in the vents, everything. Look in my daughter's room because most times she at work. She at her desk, you know. So actually, I just tell her. So she's already aware that he in the house. So she walking with him. We walking together. And usually I'm not recording the person like with a camera in their face, but I'm recording. I'm recording the dialogue. So you're going to always hear me say, okay, so the mold this, the mold that, the mold, you're going to hear me say it. The masculine, he has no name tag. He's not going to say nothing back to me. So is this surveillance? Or are you really giving a fuck about your property? Which one is it? Because it's not even acting right if it's surveillance. Because he black, we black, and you're not about to come to my house and be looking all in, checking all in. What you looking at? I already had it into it with one in the other old apartment 1904. Because that one also had mold. And they moved me into this one. From there, they said I owe them money. Yeah, all kind of tactics and stuff been going on with me and my daughter, and the reason why we have not moved. So when the lady said, oh, I don't think it's a good idea for them to continue with this so-called, it was bogus anyway, this bogus ass thing to get you out of the apartment. And then from there, she did the inspection herself. From there, she put in whatever order she did. And then Mold Sciences, the same company that did the 1904, the first apartment, came and did it. From there, they issued me an emergency Section 8 voucher. They blocked it. It never was used. We still here. And every time, and that's how I know for a fact. See, the Most High God set that in motion to prove it that that's what was being done, that we were purposely being blocked, because we were trying to do it under our own might, and it was being blocked just by them saying, "Oh, sorry, we don't have any vacancies." And it's like, damn, I just said, "Oh, how you doing? I was looking for da 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 da." Oh, we don't have no vacancies. I'm like, how the fuck? And so you calling on the phone. You're not actually driving up and going in and everything. But guess what? We tried that too before I got so bad off with the swelling and everything. We tried that one day. Same thing happened in person. In person. So when I talk about, so I don't like to say the government and this and that. I don't like to sketch. Cause who the fuck am I? I'm not no. What is that word they call it? Where you what is the word? Oh my gosh. So basically, like how they treated Malcolm X, how they treated Dr. King, how they were, you know, a voice that was lifting up the people and everything. So now they got the CIA, FBI watching them, following everything they do. I'm not nobody a person of interest like that. So what the problem is? But child, again, higher self always directly connected with the Most High Source was guiding me to go look on I don't know what the hell I typed in, and it was saying how to know if you on a government watch list. Child, all the things that I had listed, all the things they had listed, I fit 2 or 3 of them. I didn't realize that they actually have a critique sheet or protocol or whatever to say why they would make you a target to be on the government watch list. But it's not in the sense of like following you where the next place you move to. It's not like that. It's more so like blocking you from just living your life. I understand about the 3 to 4 times a month of income, amount of income to make sure you can have your rent. I'm 52. I'm not a child. I'm not a teenager. So, and I moved out of my mother's house at the age of 17. So, and lived on my own in my own apartment, paid my own bills. So I did this at a young age. So I'm not new to this shit. I'm true to this shit. So whenever I talk about how I don't eat, it always ties into like what's going on in my brain and how I be feeling and all this shit, and it starts to get me agitated because it's like, but one thing I'm never gonna do is cry and whine and then that shit ain't gonna happen. Because the way I teach my daughter to deal with this shit is I tell her, I ask her this question. I said, did you orchestrate it? She didn't know what I meant by that. I said, since you've been old enough, grown enough, have you ever seen something you did have major ramifications? She said, no. I said, exactly. You didn't orchestrate it. You didn't orchestrate these tactics and these things that are happening. You're doing the work, right? So if you do the work, I mean, when I tell y'all it was so fucking crazy, literally like they was messing with our mail. They was motherfucking, they just cut off my daughter's cell phone bill just for no reason. The bill paid. They just cut it the fuck off. She like, what the hell going on? They said, oh man, we didn't receive a payment. She was like, it's not even due yet. So for the longest time, they was trying to shut her phone off just because. And I'm telling you, it's a fucking mind game. They did that to her phone. There was no reason for them to cut off my child's phone. She, again, that's what I showed her. I said, now, did you orchestrate that? Did you not pay the bill? She's like, I paid the bill. I said, that's what I'm saying. So if you don't pay the bill, then they do what? Well, they'll shut your phone off, and then you get the money, you pay the bill. I said, exactly. So you would not orchestrate a issue for yourself and then be mad at the company because they're like, well, you know, you didn't pay the bill. And you're like, oh, y'all can't just still turn my phone on. We don't operate like that. So you didn't orchestrate this event is what I'm trying to tell her. So don't try your best not to react to it. And when you stand in the power of the Most High God, you stand in the power of the truth. It don't matter which angle they come in, the truth gonna still stand right there. So I never, ever, ever, ever could have imagined that leaving from an apartment, one bedroom, me and my daughter was in, living real nice and luxury in our one bedroom, paying my rent straight up, would have led to being blocked with getting good enough paying jobs to where I'm like, goddamn, gotta get this little job, that little job, put it all together, pay my bills, make sure we straight. And then something happening within the same government acronym that's tied to housing and all this shit that made it to be, okay, well, let's go ahead and evict her. So what happened was they sent a check on my behalf when I proved that, okay, I'm waiting for my unemployment to be approved or whatever. I proved it to them that, you know, here's the job I had with the whoop. So this is a part, this acronym is TDCHA. TDC, Texas Department Community Affairs, some shit. I don't be knowing all these damn acronyms. But it's TDCHA. From there, they sent the rent check. This is how I got to Lincoln Park. They sent the rent check to my apartment complex, which at the time was Linda Vista. From there, I'm not thinking nobody's trying to mess over me. Nobody's trying to cheat. Nobody's trying to steal. Why would I raise up every day be thinking about that? I'm thinking about, okay, I hope this good paying job, the one that's starting about 14, contact me back. Ooh. Because these little $8, $9, $8, $9, that shit is just not, this shit's just not adding up. My rent is $415. My light bill is $50. My cell phone bill is $50. We got to buy toiletries and stuff. I need the gas for my car. At this time, I had got me a car with my income tax check. That's what I'm saying. So from there, they purposely stole that rent check. Put my apartment like it was 2 months behind. Took the money that I paid for the month that was coming up. So let's say this is May. And I didn't pay April. So I'm waiting on my unemployment, and they was playing with me, another government acronym, TWC. They playing around, keep talking about, well, the company said, like, man, I done gave you all the proof. Stop playing with me. Okay, they still, okay, well, we're reviewing it. That's mean time is still ticking. So the office is knowing that I'm dealing with TDCHA, Community Housing Affairs, and that they have this program and everything like that. They know it. I give them all the paperwork. Okay, Elizabeth, no problem. I had What I felt was a decent rapport with the property manager, and her name was Beth, and a white lady. And she was like, "Okay, Elizabeth, you giving me all the documents, everything. Okay, everything is good, everything is good." Next thing you know, she's like, "Well, I'm gonna need something, so I won't have to file eviction." I did give you something. What are you talking about? So here's my point. I came in there, brought her, like, let's say I bring her 250, because I'm like, my check ain't nothing but like 600. So I'm gonna bring her 250 for the rent, okay, for right now. She took it. The TDCHA sent a check for the entire amount. My rent was only $415. She took it, but said that all that came in was what I paid. No, because that should have taken care of. If my rent $415, do the math. Subtract the $250 I gave you. Let's just say I gave her $200. Subtract that, so I only owe $215. So once they would have sent in a check, which is for the full amount of $415, then therefore I would have had a credit. What are you talking about? This was the whole argument. They still went and filed an eviction. So I moved here. Why? Because they kept harassing me. Hi, we have a 2-bedroom apartment for you. We got a Sharonda Womack. We have a 2-bedroom apartment for you. We have a two. I mean, they was blowing my freaking mailbox up with this. Welcome to Lincoln Park. Your 2-bedroom is coming. Is available. I mean, they blew. It's like they did their shit like on a computer, printed out by seven other sheets, and mailed it all at the same time. My mailbox was full of that shit. So that's how you can see how it was orchestrated. Then we're here, and that's when all the gang stalking, cyber stalking, drama shit happened. I've been black and living in the city of Houston, Texas all my life, and never did I live in any kind of urbanized, where it's majority black, sprinkle of Hispanics, whites, whatever, that I have issues with people constantly messing with my vehicle, constantly doing shit around my house, doing shit. No, that's the shit I'm talking about. Because the goal is for them to get you in such a rage in your mental space. My mother has passed away. All of my loved ones that I would have been able to rely on, they have passed away. So I realized in the timeline how all this shit lined up. Right? So, okay, no problem. Now I have an eviction on my name. So they knew they had me for at least 7 years, unless I just suck somebody's dick real good and you're like, baby, shit, I want to marry you. Here go the house, keys, everything. Well, come on. Like that's how they was trying to pose it. Like, well, I mean, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? We in control. What's she willing to do? Telling you, man. So when I tell y'all, when people come on my chat and they be saying stupid ass shit, you saying stupid ass shit to yourself. You really are. Half the time I already know that majority of the time y'all are bots. Y'all are not actually real flesh and people. Y'all not real people. And even if it did get to the point where it's real people, I wouldn't be worried about nothing that people are saying, that just saying stupid shit, because it's called, it ain't even selective hearing. It's like it doesn't matter what you said, they're gonna say the opposite. So that's another energy that they'll say the opposite. I mean, I should be used to that dealing with this whole situation. They'll say the opposite. You tell them the truth, and then you give them paperwork to prove it. So what I have learned is when I give you paperwork to prove what I'm talking about, I'm quiet. I don't need to say anything else. I don't need to say anything else. So tell me what entity would have some type of authority to turn off my daughter's phone. What entity would have some sort of authority to change my mailing address or just to hold it all together? Because that's the way I started to look at it. Like, well, who got a problem with me that would do some slick ass shit like that? Well, then where would they reroute my mail to? Because then there should be some type of a trailing that says, oh, okay, yes, but we got it that your mail was rerouted to XYZ address. So then they would be like, well, then they can trace that. See? So who doing it? Because I don't want to ever say it's somebody within the government, because that's exactly how they love for black people to be sounding like they crazy and shit. And know that I'm a really chin check any black person that's going to try to make it look like I'm crazy, because we be the main fucking race that they love doing shit to, because we always kill each other up. So, and hate on each other and stuff. So you don't play with me like that. I'm going to always call us out straight up. With that being said, I was like, well, who could change my mailing address? See, I'm just showing you I'm giving you an inside look into my thoughts and how I process that situation. And I was like, Okay. Well, wouldn't it be a way to trace that my mail was rerouted to come here to go to wherever it went? So they wanted me to get all upset and everything. So when they start messing with your money, my daughter received her PayPal debit card. It didn't come to her. Now PayPal not having anything to do with it. I don't know what the fuck Elon Musk would have a problem with me. I mean, little old me and my daughter. So the guy that ordered the card for my daughter said that she should receive it in 1 week. Okay, no problem. So she didn't get it. And guess what? PayPal did. PayPal let it be known that the card was sent back. Who did that? Who did that? Who is sitting somewhere with these computer systems? Because when I watched that movie, Ready or Not, Here I Come Part 2, and he was all about to die and everything, and he's like, yeah, pull the plug or whatever. Like from his dying bed, he told him to go ahead with the war or whatever the fuck it was. So I was like, interesting. So they got all kind of computers and stuff or whatever, or they could just put in a phone call, hey, such and such subject 12.53 dash 809. Yeah, because we're not real people, we're subjects. Go ahead and stop. She's her daughter. Yeah, I was just listening on the phone conversation. Her daughter's about to have her PayPal card sent to her. Yeah, go ahead and intercept that. Yeah, yeah. Just hit the button and hit it, make it resend back. Just send back. I told my daughter that's how I want you to look at it. That's why I want you to look at it. Again, keeping in mind that you didn't orchestrate this. So there should be no pushback. There should be nothing being on stop, on halt. We have not found out that this apartment complex's mail has been intercepted by some thieves that's working through the United States Postal Service. We haven't heard anything like that. So what the fuck is going on with our mail? Yeah, I'm telling you. This Lincoln Park Apartments and any other apartments that are HUD owned, HHA, Houston Housing Authority owned, or the Housing Authority, these are havens for them to do these certain things to people. These are it's like this is a pod. Like this unit is a pod. Whoever else they're doing it to on this particular property is a pod. This is a pod. The unit itself is a pod. Okay, they can have it rigged up with any kind of listening devices. I've never understood why my room has 2 smoke detectors. In every other apartment that I've lived in, my room never had a smoke detector where it was just like right there, like it's decoration. Right? It would be nearest the kitchen, right, and possibly in the hallway where the bathroom is. Like the bathroom, maybe there is a linen closet or not a linen closet, a washroom or whatever. Never did. Look, I can't make it the fuck up. There's 2 of them in my room. What are these? What are these? So because I watched this documentary that says that might be literally cameras, my daughter got on the ladder and put some black tape over it. So I tell you what, when I got all this out, you're not going to easily be able to see it. So unless you put something in here somewhere else, I don't know that it could be looking at me. You might can hear some moaning and groaning, but you ain't finna see nothing. That's the reason why that's like that. Because when I ask questions about it, I'm not getting any answers. I've been living in the city of Houston my entire life. When I was living in my apartment before I ever moved to Lincoln Park Apartments, there was nothing in my bedroom that's supposed to be some sort of a carbon monoxide or smoke detector. It was never in my bedroom. Mm-hmm. But when they come in here, they're not talking to you about mold. They have no problems if you say you got a rat or you got roaches. They have no problem. Okay, we'll have exterminator come out. How many times has the exterminator come to my house? And I have already let it be known I do not want extermination to the office because of all the illness that I'm dealing with and the mold that's in the apartment. You're not about to have nobody come in here and shoot no chemicals all around. We're not doing that. Me and my daughter know how to sanitize. As much matter of fact, I don't have nothing in my cabinets. Nothing is in the cabinets under my sink. There's nothing down there, and all that nastiness is just from this apartment itself. There's nothing down there. So they could easily come in and shoot some stuff, but guess what? I got Raid, we got Combats, whatever we need, we got it to where we don't have to breathe it in. If I use my Raid can, let's say it's a bug, I'm gonna turn my damn fan off. Matter of fact, bugs always come on the screen, and I'll take my fan out the window and see a bug, and I'll spray it and hurry up, put my window down, so the wind won't blow it back up into my face. So that's how we deal with any pests up in this apartment. So the only thing that they want to do as far as an actual inspection type housing authority, staying up with the ordinances and whatever the fuck is supposed to be kept up to for humans to not be in unsafe living conditions, is about if you say you got some roaches. That's it. They would immediately send this the same little white boy. I don't know if his daddy owned the company that Lincoln Park Apartments, HHA HUD, whoever is signed up with, but he been the same person coming. He very young looking. He be like real goofy acting and stuff. And he came just recently ago, and he seen the notice on the door, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry." But the notice says that my daughter works from home, so don't be riding on that doorbell. If you any kind of packaging or everything, hit the doorbell one time, ding dong, put it there and go on. Don't be like ding, 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 ding. And so when the office come, when they trying to fuck with me, they do that. So when if every time that happens, you guys see me going off, that's because they was riding on that doorbell, and it's a notice on the door. Yeah, I do my research, baby. I do my research. So it's just every time I think about how my inflammation, like today when I got up and I was in there, doing my hygiene, brushing my teeth and everything, and I'm seeing how my face, it gets so red and it's like raised, inflamed, and I get so upset about that because I'm like, it's this fucking place. It's this fucking place. I mean, my daughter will come in here and she'll sense how it's like hot and like stiff, like stank and dank in here, because the rest of the apartment gets cold as fuck, but you still smell the chemical mold and mildew in the air real strong. As soon as you open the door, you can smell it when you come up. But my room don't get the right circulation. So my daughter, I had the window down because it got too humid and hot in here, and it makes the issue worse. She came and put the window back up because she just be always nervous that I'm gonna be in here coughing or something like that. I told her, child, let me tell you something. When I just seen that video under Visget's video talking about mold, and I was like, wow. And then knowing how Dr. Richie Shoemaker was saying how a lot of people that are diagnosed with all these other things, the onset of those things is coming from a chronic inflammatory response. It's actually happening from chronic inflammation. So it's a response to the pathogen that has entered into the system of the person. And I was also seeing another video where this lady was like, yeah, we had to move. So they had the means to move. But not only that, she wasn't blocked. Her and her boyfriend wasn't blocked. She said that it was so bad on her, she started breaking out with skin rashes. I got all kind of shit going on with my skin rashes and everything like that. And the boyfriend wasn't too bothered as badly as she was. So I was doing some deep dive researching about that to see how does that play a part in feminine reproductive. And that's when I told you guys I found what I found. That it can set it off to where, you don't have a menstruation or you're having like constant bleeding. And I was like, wow. And it was just unbelievable until I saw that video last night on Visget's compilation of different videos he be reacting to that he gets from TikTok. And I was like, wow, that shit's right. That shit is what we going through. So I'm never going to allow anybody to keep me in a mental space of confusion or strife or chaos. I'm just going to tell the truth on your ass. That's just all that's going to be. That's all that's going to be. You just going to get the truth told about your ass. So if you don't want none of your skeletons in your closet, or you don't want to be on Center Street about the shit you doing, because let me tell you something. My daughter just said there was a notice on the door. I don't know what the fuck it said, but I guess we'll discuss it. Janae, what did that notice say? I can't hear you, boo. This fan got that white noise in my ear. So in other words, where's Brittany at? Where's Keosha? What I'm saying? Obviously, them two actors are no longer here. Every single time I tell y'all that on another video, and I said every single time they be trying to come up against me, then whoever this person is, Kanaya to my, you need to respect, child. That's why I'm telling y'all this stuff is so ridiculous. I would have never ever imagined I was going to be entering into my 50s living here in this shit. This shit has been going on for so long. Like, we moved into these apartments in the first unit, 1904, December 2012. 2012. I got a broken lease against my name. So add 7 years after that, 2019. Every single time I'm trying to move out on my own abilities, it was blocked. Facts. You know, you don't, and that's why I say when it comes to black people, any other race, I don't know how Hispanics would have no motherfucker say, but black people can't do it. Black people just can't do it. When baby, when I get to reading you and making you, helping you understand that just because however you poured it into earth, meaning that however your money was set up in your family, that you did not go into a public housing complex to live and try to thrive and rise above. Don't run your fucking mouth and assume that everybody is lazy. Everybody wants to just, ain't nothing fun about this shit. Ain't nothing, what's fun about it? What fun am I actually having? Like, I know it exists. I'm acknowledging that mental space of many black women and men exists, but not in this one. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, pump your brakes when you make assumptions to think, oh yeah, you couldn't get out. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Of course not. That's their game. Of course not. They don't want you to get out. So then that's when I started looking at it from the perspective of, well, they want a show? Okay. And the beauty of it all is, spiritually speaking, how the divine will put things in your view for you to watch and look and pay attention. And see, a lot of people get overwhelmed with whatever they're going through. You could actually have money, paying for your nice condo, wherever the fuck you live, and then all of a sudden you don't realize that somebody orchestrated for you to lose it all, because you have now been initiated into the game. So here's the thing that I always like to say, that it's nothing funny about it. People should have the right, just the birthright, just straight up, to live the lifetime that they come in, to live that lifetime through the seeds that they have sown. Okay, through the seeds. I'm a strong believer and advocate of karma and dharma. The good seeds that you've sown, it should be able to yield a great harvest. Folks should not be setting up traps to say, oh, okay, we'll sell you land, but you don't know that this land has been cursed and condemned. But we'll paint an illusion like it's all lush and it's viable for you to live there and create your home for your family, but we cursed it. It's literally like that movie Sinners, where he was sold that cabin, but then they was planning on coming there and ambushing every black person in there. And what did they do when they showed all their heavy artillery? They ain't come to play. And saw what happened in the end. Okay? So like I said, I don't know who decided that my daughter and myself was going to be some good, how can I say, game participants, like Squid Games type shit. That's what this shit is like. What I would love to know is, why was I chosen? So that's why I tell people when they be like, yeah, they tripping on because we the chosen ones. That ain't nothing to be hoopling and hollering about being a chosen one. Because true chosen ones know that we always going through shit. We're the black sheep of the family. We're the wife that got treated the worst, and we're the daughter that got disowned, and we're the child that got molested, and you know what I mean? Like when you have been chosen for you to wake up to a spiritual path of self-righteousness for Christ's name's sake. Go watch Passion of the Christ, and you'll be able to you'll think twice about calling yourself a chosen one. So it's not necessarily a badge of dishonor, but it's definitely a jacket that you must wear. That no matter if it's gotten too small for you or nothing, you better squash your ass in it. That's the way they look at it. When I say they, I'm just talking about the participants. I don't like to say shit like the government do, because I mean I watched the documentary of the guy that put the man that put the documentary together about who killed Malcolm X. I watch all that kind of stuff, and I see things through a very sharp third eye perspective. Like, wow, this okay, you know what I'm saying? And so when you really see how looking at that proves that we have a port end date and a date for us to transition. That's why I say port in. It's a reason why I speak like that. When I ported in 1974, it's about your perspective. It's about how you're going to look at it. Regardless if I'm in a public housing apartment, you wouldn't be able to come in and say a motherfucking thing about me and my daughter and how, that's how they live. That's how they, those stereotypes, baby. I don't play like that about my black people and the motherfucking stereotypes. Number one, all of us do not think like that. All of us were not raised like that. So you can't sit up there and say, oh, because she's sexy and fine and everything, she got to be a prostitute too, because all them women right there, I bought ass from them. That woman don't even know anything about those women and what they have done. But because she's very attractive too, you think you can approach her. It don't work like that. Spiritually speaking, most people look at their life in a way that I don't do bad to other people. I love other people and I love God, and I just want peace in the world. That little simplistic ingredients for being how they live their life, that's all you need. It's not complicated. Those are the ones that's always chosen to be fucked with. Think about it. Think about it. It's crazy. And that's part of it. That's part of it for them to be like, well, shit, if I can't beat them, let me see where I can sign the contract so I can join them. And when the lady that tried to throw, she was the actual lady that started telling me that they was charging me and my daughter $6,666 of back owed rent and all that. She let me know she was an Eastern Star, Freemason. And she thought I was because of the emblem that I had on my neck, which was the triple moon goddess. She thought I was. I don't know how she thought that. I don't really think she thought that. Unless that, the women in the Eastern Stars, they, affiliate themselves with the triple moon goddess. I don't know, but she asked me, do I travel? That's one of their little ways of asking you questions and, or whatever, to see if you one of them or whatever. Like anything that you doing in life that you gotta hide who you really are can't be good. If you gotta hide who you really are, what you really up to, that ain't good. The way that my mind really works when it comes down to living in this earthly shit, like not the planet, no disrespect to Mother Gaia, I'm talking about the way that the powers and the principalities that wants to rule over the human inhabitants, is that if I was going to be in a spiritual way of being subjugated to mind somebody or obey somebody, I'm going to be my own devil. I'm going to be my own demon. So nobody's going to be treating me like I'm a puppet and you tell me how to do this and how to do that and how to do. Fuck you and fuck that. So nobody can initiate me into any damn thing or try to coerce or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? What the Most High told me when I poured it in 1974 that I was a free agent. That's what the Most High told me, and I've been saying it ever since. So, with that being said, child, Ashley Davis, is you still on that toilet? Oh, Lord. I'm trying to get me some cool iced tea. Now you gonna make me not want none because you gotta touch my ice. You right, G-Mom. You do. But that's not necessarily the way that it goes when it's already plotted and planned. You know, you're not thinking in terms of, I mean, child, when me and my daughter started looking for apartments, I started paying attention to any devices and weird shit that was in the unit that shouldn't be there, and I started asking questions. And guess what? The apartment complex that we got the Section 8 voucher and we were supposed to go to, it was blocked. What they did was, whoever took the voucher and is living on the voucher, that's why they've kept me here in this apartment, and somebody's been paying the rent. That's why I be asking the question, who's paying the rent on me and my daughter's behalf? So when Brittany Alfred gonna say, oh, Miss Fontenelle, that's how I know that she probably got fired because they be listening to my videos. But you didn't put another one on there that wrote me a smart ass letter. Every time you turn around, it's some smart ass shit they putting on the letter and shit. Like you gonna call on the phone like, yeah, who is so and so? Cause I promise you, in like real raw life, like just take it real raw. As far as like, you ain't at your job, I'm not here living as a tenant, you're not gonna approach me like that. So you already on the assumption that you have some sort of authority. And every time they operate like that, they move them around. They're no longer here. So when I be trying to tell them, the Most High don't be playing about me. I be trying to tell them that they don't be want to listen. They be like, "What? Who are you? You live in here, so obviously." And okay, keep on playing the game. Whoever this Kenaya Purdue, watch what's gonna happen with them. I haven't even. There's times they put notices on my door talking mad hot shit. I don't even know what these people look like. Where they do that at? Imagine you at your job. You've been working there 12 years. You have had no issues or nothing with the main boss. All of a sudden, something has happened and you don't know the company been sold. So it's a totally different person. And so they send somebody in to be talking all fucking stupid to you. Are you still going to be a man or woman of integrity and speak up for the truth of what's going on with you and yourself, and know the Most High God going to provide for you and yours? And hopefully you have been putting back for a rainy day. Hopefully you had already been guided that something's brewing, something's coming in, something is about to happen. Hopefully you've been already guided. Hopefully. So therefore you had already had an inclination that something popping, something brewing. And then now this person comes in and start harassing you, doing all that, and then you go ahead and exit stage left. Because when you season like you are at the employment, I guess you already got somebody to take my place. Okay, that's what that means. That means you didn't orchestrate it. You didn't orchestrate it. So if you didn't orchestrate it, what are you spilling? What you crying for? You did not orchestrate it. I just got through watching The Devil Wears Prada Part 2 last night, and that goes with what I just said. Let me redo these. That goes with what I said. That goes with what I said. Spirit said, go ahead and reorder these. However they gonna come out, the power is still gonna be there. Fun, because I'm finna get into my picks. Child, so, that shit crazy as hell. Not finna be bothering me. I'm a grandmother. I got a grandbaby in spirit. She ready to come on into the world and meet me. Stop playing with me. Let me get 2 cards of my destiny. Let's transmute this bullshit. Like only a true goddess can do. Okay? Only a true high priestess can do. Okay? For the Most High. Yeah. They telling me to use these. Yeah, let me get a sip. Let's transmute this shit real quick before I get into my picks on the next live. What we got on the board? We gonna dial this on into the next live. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and put it back, because they might not want me to talk about that past life lover. But we do have the lightning bolt in the reverse, so we gonna keep that right there. No, bring that to the forefront. What else we got, Spirit? What else you telling me? Clearing the pathway to move on. Move on. That's what's happening for the king. The Queen of Keys. Okay. The Most High God is saying that this Eight of Forces in the upright would mean that you still going through it. It's in the reverse, and this clearing the pathway is in the upright. So let's go ahead and order the tarot along with the cards of our destiny so we can see what's coming in. We do have our shadow oracle here. Tarot. We gonna work with those as well. Let me get them ready. Ready. So just keep in mind what we had before. We had the Six of Pentacles. We had the Page of Cups. We had the Two of Cups. We have the Sun. And we got the Eight of Cups. Okay? And I'm just putting it back because it's talking about some type of relationship with some type of man. So we're going to put it back because I like to, when I get into these kind of energies like this about, I wish a bitch keep on fucking with me. They about to fuck around and find out energy. I got to transmute that with some love, some light, and some abundant healing. And so we're going to go ahead and put everything back. And if it had a strong power to it, it's going to come back out. So let's go ahead and see what tarot we got coming out. And let's go ahead and see. I'm just going to get this ready. I ain't going to do it now. I'm going to do it on the next live. Because it's time for a picks, baby. It's time for a picks. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and see what planetary ruling energy is coming in. Woo! You got to wait and see. And I got some new playing cards, y'all. So we going to open them up. We're going to get our 2 cards out. I'm going to come back for my picks, which stands for Psychic Intuitive Counseling Session. Okay? Yeah. Uh-oh. Can I open it? Can I open it? Did you put that salt and pepper in there? Put it in there. Put it in there. Hey, give me one of them little bitty things down there, my love. Give me one of them little bitty towels down there, my love. Y'all, I got me some new tarot playing cards. I love that color. Y'all know my turquoise is my favorite color. Okay, thank you. And we're gonna go ahead and put these over here because we Ashley say the print will be here, and then we're gonna go ahead on and well, did you get some ink or is it gonna come with it? Okay, shit. But yeah, that other one for $150 where we can just replace our own ink, that's worth it, baby. Because them ink cartridges are like $50 a pack. Okay. So yeah, all these are my cards that I already created that I'm going to do the artwork for the Each One Teach One Oracle. We've almost got the bucket full for the what's coming next. So we're going to go ahead and start a new design, get some more downloads, get some more learning and discerning, and we're going to make oracles for it. And it's going to be called Each One Teach One. All right? Yes, indeed. All right. So I'm not going to tell y'all what the planetary energy is, but what I'm finna do, you will see right here, and I'm going to pop right back up on here again with my part. What part we on? How long, Sway? What part are we on? 48-4. So we're going to come back and be on that 48-4. I'm going to meditate a little bit behind the scenes, see what's going on, see what the I think it's on point 2 with me. And if y'all know, telling me about money coming in, it keeps telling me about, and that's why, like I said, I take it into consideration that a lot of the things are orchestrated, spiritually induced. Okay, these things that happen are spiritually induced, so meaning that it could be coming from something within yourself need to be projected, but then when it's time for you to be gone. So like man, let me get into it, man. Come on, let me get the card, because I'm ready to start channeling. Okay? Because they be, woo, they gonna fuck around and find out. When you keep stealing from these chosen ones their energy, when you keep thinking you can hijack their Merkaba, what happens when they snatch their shit back? Ooh, baby. I see flat lines. Uh-oh, that's the title. I see flat lines. Whoa. Woo! I see flat lines. We gonna come back and talk about it. We gonna talk about the policy. I'm gonna break it down and spit this shit to you logically. Fuck it, they can hate. Y'all know that song by Kevin Gates? I love that shit. That's my shit. Come on now. All this extra stuff I gotta do. I don't be complaining about it, y'all, because, you know, I be needing to, you know, get it. But it did say something about a love from a past life. Something coming out. I'm going to pull from that. I got my past life oracles right here. I got that right here. If it come up again about a past life, I got everything still right here. I got my past life oracles. I got it right here. Everything's still right here. But we're going to approach this with a fresh anointing. Okay? All right. So let me get my 2 cards out. All these plastics and stuff I got to contend with. And this is a little small deck, so it's just not that, like, you know, it fits just like that. I'm telling you, man. Ooh. Ain't no mountain high enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. They don't even understand. They don't get it. Ooh, these are very slippery. Slippery when wet. Let me take out both jokers. You're supposed to take out both joker cards. And keep in mind that everybody that's born December the 31st is a joker. Okay? Uh-oh. I like that. I like that. I like that little template, you know. You got to be careful because these feel like they'll cut you. And why are they so slippery, slidey? Oh, and I didn't even realize it says Gaia. Layer Gala. Leia. Gaia. Alright. So let me go ahead and normally what I do is I staple these two so they won't keep coming out when I get them the next time. That's what I normally do when I open up a new box of playing cards. So when I take out the cards, they won't pop out. And just put that one in there. So this is going to be, if this comes out, I cannot talk. If this comes out, that means we need to get another card. So I'm going to keep it with it. All right, Spirit. Please give me my 2 cards for the planetary influence that came out. And I'll be right back, y'all. Give me my 2 cards. Whoa. Somebody's stealing. I'm telling y'all, they will not stop with the bullshit. Y'all see how the 5 of Cups was following me all the time. Now it went over to the 7 of Swords. Because the 5 of Cups came out in the last picks in the reverse. So we're not dealing with that. It's nothing lingering. And I can't wait. I need to hurry up and get the other card because I'm ready to start channeling. And I'm not on the right live. This was the mukbang live. Seven of Spades, King of Wands. So it's like they wanted me to keep fighting these powers and principalities, and it could be coming from a King of Wands energy. I'm gonna give 2 more just because I feel like it. I miss they slippery. Hey, these cards are slippery as freak. I like the back, but why are they so damn slippery? They feel like a hazard. All right, Spirit, we're gonna put them back. We finna put them back. That's how I feel. Show me the dominant energy, Spirit. They so damn slippery. So show me the dominant energy. Trying to use my new cards and they slippery as all get out. Five of Wands. See, it's still indicating conflict. Crucial conflict. Ace of Cups. So there's still a conflict surrounding my new beginning. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, we need to pull another card. All right. Give me a bonus. Give me a bonus. This is a 3-piece, $2.99. Give me a bonus. 10 o'clock straight up. It's completed. Six of Cups. Oh, shit. They literally wanted me to still talk about this love from the past. What is it? Who are you? Why are you harassing me? Somebody does not want me to have a new beginning with this Ace of Cups with a love from my past life. So we still on the same shit, y'all. And what do we just have? 7 of Spades and what? King of Wands. You see how it still goes together. All right, y'all. So I think I already have my past life stuff is already ready to go. So I'm going to be clicking into that live after I go ahead and label this and put it on over there. These lives like this go into mama and daughter, what's it, what I call this shit? Mama and daughter memories. Okay? Yeah, that's what they go under. So I'll be back, y'all. Peace.